The Gangster Disciples are one of the most well-known street gangs in the United States. With roots deeply embedded in the history and culture of Chicago, emerging in the 1960s, the gang has evolved from a local organization into a complex network with national reach. The Gangster Disciples formed the merger of two smaller Chicago gangs, the High Supreme Gangsters led by Larry Hoover and the Black Disciples led by David Barksdale. This unification occurring in the late 1960s created a stronger organization known as the Black Gangster Disciple Nation. The merger was part of a larger trend among street gangs during this period, aimed at consolidating power and resources. Larry Hoover and David Barksdale were charismatic leaders who sought to organize their members in a more structured and disciplined manner. They emphasized loyalty, respect, and the code of conduct among their ranks. The gangs adopted symbols, colors, and philosophy that fused elements of African American culture with street gang mentality, often using literature and symbolism to convey their principles. The Gangster Disciples developed a detailed organizational structure that included a hierarchy of leaders of code of conduct for members. The gang's ideology, often referred to as growth and development, emphasized self-improvement, education, and community involvement. This was partly an attempt to rebrand the gang as a positive force within communities, distancing themselves from purely criminal activities. However, the GDs were engaged in various illegal enterprises, including drug trafficking, extortion, and other criminal activities. The gang structure allowed it to operate efficiently across different regions, with regional leaders, often called governors and chiefs, overseeing operations in their respective areas. This organization enabled the GDs to expand beyond Chicago, establishing a presence in other cities and states. The influence of the Gangster Disciples has been felt in numerous ways. At times, the gang has sought to exert the positive influence with their communities, advocating for educational programs and community projects. However, criminal activities has often overshadowed these efforts, contributing to violence and crime in many urban areas. The GDs has been involved in numerous high-profile criminal activities, from drug trafficking to violent confrontation with rival gangs. Their presence in the criminal underworld has been marked by a complex interplay of power struggles, alliances, and conflicts, both within the gang and with external entities. Over the years, law enforcement agencies have taken various measures to curb the influence of the Gangster Disciples. Numerous members, including high-ranking leaders like Larry Hoover, have been arrested and imprisoned on charges ranging from drug trafficking to unalivements. Despite these efforts, the gang has shown resilience, adapting to the new challenges and maintaining its presence in many communities. The incarceration of Larry Hoover in 1997 on charges drug-related were a significant blow to the gang's leadership. However, Hoover's influence continued to be felt, with some members still adhering to his teachings and philosophies. The Gangster Disciples has also left a mark on American popular culture. They have been referenced in music, movies, and literature, often as symbols of urban struggle, of the complexity of gang life. The gang's history and activities has been a subject of numerous documentaries, academic studies, news reports, reflecting on society's fascination and concern with gang culture. The story of the GDs is a multifaceted one, encompassing elements in social justice, criminal enterprise, and cultural identity. While the gang has been involved in serious criminal activities, it also has played a role in shaping communities that operate within it. Understanding the history and the evolution of GDs provides an insight into the broader issues of urban violence, social-economic disparities, and the challenges that gangs face. As the GDs continue to evolve, their legacy remains a significant part of American urban landscape.